Buenas noches, Corillo. 1, 2. Buenas noches, buenas noches. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another episode of the VPN podcast, your favorite podcast on the internet. The most real, the most coolest, the most everything. The most everything. How is everybody doing? Welcome back to another episode. I'm feeling better. Got a little carried away with that RSVP or whatever, been so busy. Are you still eating leftovers? Are you still making sandwiches? Did you have a sweet potato and green bean omelet this morning? Turkey sucks ass, by the way. It is the worst thing ever. That's why it's not on the fast food chain. You want burgers, you want chicken, you got it. Everyone's got chicken and burgers. Turkey is so bad they give it to you cold. That's how bad I think turkey is the worst way to celebrate being thankful, right? You're thankful for your family, whatever you like to be thankful for, but I think it's the worst. Like, give me some fucking ham. Like, ham is the best. If you don't think that ham is the best, let me tell you something else. Turkey is for people that want to be not alive. That's how it is. And I like the holidays, but I don't like the holidays. The madness the holidays brings to each and everyone's life it's not worth it. If you ask me, it's not worth it being like, oh, I had a great time with no, you didn't. I had a great time with my family. We played games, we got drunk. Yeah, because you see each other only one time a year. The rest of the year, Billy can go fuck himself, right? You're not going to be like, hey, Billy, let's hang out. Let's watch the game together. Or maybe that's just me. But I think that the holidays are great and all. I'm not a holiday hater. I like, seeing the people enjoy the holidays. But it's just... It's madness. I guess if if that's your holiday, because people like identify with holidays nowadays. Like, my holiday is Halloween. Because it's creepy, it's evil, it's scary. Oh my God, I love being scared. I love watching scary movies. Those people. I asked this lady. I'm not gonna drop names. But I asked this lady, you celebrate Happy Thanksgiving. And the normal thing to do is to be like, oh, Happy Thanksgiving. I don't eat Thanksgiving dinner. I don't, give me some stuffing, give me some gravy, but fuck that turkey. I just don't like it. It is just, I like it cold cut turkey, all right? So I asked this lady, Happy Thanksgiving. It's like that question. Right? The question that goes, hey man, how you doing? The only acceptable response should be, I'm doing good. How about yourself? That's it. Or I'm doing good, bro. That's it. Oh, we leave it at that. You don't need to tell me that your wife is divorcing you, that, that she caught you doing meth on some guy's dick or what have you. We don't need none of that. Just like, I'm doing good, bro. Thank you. Don't burden me with your fucking nonsense of life. I have my own shit to worry about. So stop with the, actually, I didn't really ask you to know. The less I know, the better about you, because I know myself. The less I know about you, the better. Because I'm going to make fun of you regardless. So I asked this lady, I wish her a happy Thanksgiving just because it's the normal thing to do, right? She goes, I don't celebrate that. Mind you, this is a white lady, right? A white lady is una gringa. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm like, okay. She was looking for me to, to ask her why. So I was like, I'm just going to drop it. But I couldn't. So I was like, why not? And she goes, first of all, I'm a vegan. Second of all, I think it's not a good day to celebrate the mass murder, the genocide of millions of Native Americans. I was like, okay, this lady is white tripping. She's got white guilt. And I get it. I understand where she's coming from. But there's nothing she can do to change the holiday. Like, she's like the super warrior, right? Of the, like, no one's going to celebrate the holiday because she feels bad of whatever happened 400 years, 500 years ago, 600 years ago, whatever the timeline is. And I get it. It is not that anymore. It's not celebrating any of that. But the fact that she chose to tell me that meant that she wants a gold star for being part of the woke America. And I get it, she's vegan, she doesn't want to hurt animals. Yeah. But also she's eating fake fucking meat, right? That resembles chicken and beef. Just eat the real thing. It's like, you know, do you want to wear real leather? Yes. You don't want fox leather. Fault leather or fox leather? I don't even know what I call it. But that fake leather that peels if you wash it. You don't want that. You want the real fucking thing. You're balling out of control. You're an American citizen. You got money. Stop pretending that, like, oh, poor me. You know, no one cares. Nobody cares that you don't celebrate Thanksgiving. The normal thing to do, let me tell you, is, oh, happy Thanksgiving to you too. I'll see you later. That's all I want. I don't want you're like, I'm a vegan and blah, blah, blah. I don't want none of that. Stop pretending that you're like the warrior of causes, right? Like this whole ordeal of people thinking they can get offended on behalf of other people. Nobody cares that you're offended for a group of people. No one. Not even though that, maybe they do. I don't know. I'm not them. But maybe they care. But they don't. Because, like, my math teacher, Mr. Kruger, used to say, motherfucker, show me, don't tell me. Show me you doing something to change. Just because you said it, it doesn't mean that it's actually happening. The change that you want. The change that you want is actually not happening, because I can say here, you know, I'm going to donate to the homeless shelter. Meanwhile, every time I see a homeless, I flip him off. I don't. But what I'm saying is, like, I could say a lot of things and expect the credit for them without actually doing them. Yeah, you probably don't celebrate that because you're a vegan, and I would have been okay with that. I would have been like, you know what? I respect that. Go eat some fucking tofurkey like a soy boy. Because tofu is the worst fucking food there is. It is the worst thing ever for you, especially if you're a male. It has all kinds of nonsense in it that you shouldn't be eating. That's why never mind. I'm not going to go there. My Thanksgiving was okay, if you ask. You know? Got a sick baby, got to take care of her. Who gives a fuck about that dinner? No one does. I want to take care of mine. I don't even want to have dinner if you know what I'm saying? Like, there is priorities that need to be met before I'm like, oh yeah, some turkey, which I don't like. I've never liked it. I like the side dishes, you know, I like everything. Pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, pecan pie, apple pie, all the good stuff that makes you fat. That's what I like. I like the fat, sugary things. And I'm not a big sugar guy. I don't like indulge in like pastries and cake, but boy, donuts got me by the goddamn, I'm like on a fish and a hook, you know, just, hey, by the way, listen, thank you for listening. Before I go on, thank you for listening. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, all the good things, thumbs up, you know, everything that helps me keep putting this product out and I really appreciate it. I just like sweet stuff during the holidays. Another thing, holiday food for me, for Mexicans, is like tamales, menudo, pozole, right? Buñuelos. Buñuelos are the shit. It's like this fried flour tortilla with like this molasses syrup on it, which is not really molasses. It's like raw, unprocessed brown sugar, and they make this syrup out of it. Boy, I can eat like 600 of those, like at least, if not more. But I stop myself. Tamales, whether it's corn, whether it's pork, whether it's beef, any kind of tamale. Listen, we hate turkey so much that we have so much turkey left over. Mexicans hate turkey so much that we have turkey left over. We freeze it and put the bitches in tamales in December. So if you get one of them tamales with turkey on it, throw it away. Tell your mom or your aunt or your wife, whoever made those tamales, stop fucking around with this bullshit ass turkey and give me some real meat like a man. Don't give me no turkey. If I want to eat turkey, I'll buy it cold because it's the only way you could have it. Isn't that crazy? Turkey is the best way to have it. You can have it fried, you can have it rubbed, spiced, you can have it all you ways you want. It's still disgusting. It's still not, shouldn't be edible at all. And it's Wednesday night, so you know it's almost Friday, so we gotta turn up because we love whiskey and beer together, no matter what. Right? I have family members that like to eat tamales during the year. Like in the summer months. I'm like, no, stop fucking bringing tamales in June when they're for December. I grew up eating that shit because it's the only thing I unwrapped in Christmas, them tamales. No, I grew up eating that during the holidays, and I can't eat it. It's just like I can't eat eggs past 10 o'clock in the morning. If you serve me some eggs at 10 o'clock in the morning, you ought to be you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Hard-boiled egg, different story. Scrambled eggs, go fuck your mom. Fried egg, stop it. It's just, we're wired different, and I like to think that I respect other people's points of view, but when their points of view are not based with any logic or any criticism, like with any criticism within themselves about how they have that point of view, it drives me mad. It drives me mad. I do declare, it drives me quite a bit mad, and I feel like ripping my hair out, but I don't. I don't know what that was, but I think it's the whiskey kicking in. But just like those holiday foods are for the holidays. Let me enjoy them when I want to enjoy them. Don't try to, like, lady at the Walmart, stop trying to sell me tamales in fucking the middle of the summer. I want some ceviche. I want something cold. I want something refreshing. I don't want to indulge in like this, because I know, listen, I could put away food like no other. I might be 300 pounds, but I don't look slim. I don't look shy of 180. But it's because I love, like, if the tamales are good, they're delicious. I put away in a sitting easily 9, 10 of them, almost a dozen, and I feel like a pig. Oh, I eat 3, take a break, go hit somebody in the face, come back, get a little bit more, go finish them off, and eat a little bit more. I eat like a bird here and there and here. But yeah, she threw me out for a fucking loop, this lady, about her turkey what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. No one cares. listen, you got me riled up. I had to, like, simmer my horse a little bit. Like, hey, yo, simmer down, boy. You can't be out here just doing whatever you want. It's cool. That's the beauty about America. You can do whatever the fuck you want, whenever you want. There's nobody gonna tell you any different. But don't burden me with your nonsense, please. If you really care about the natives, what are you doing to helping them? Nothing! Not a single thing. You not taking part of the Thanksgiving dinner does not help nobody. It does not help them. It doesn't definitely not help you. You need some fucking protein. Yeah, avocados and beans have protein. Yes, they do, but they don't. Well, that's why you're always sad, because like your body's like, yo, what are you doing to us? Give us some fucking meat, at least some fish. I still understand, like, if you don't want to eat meat or pork, I get it. Or chicken sometimes could be gross, especially when you're dealing with it raw. I get it. But some fish, some salmon, some halibut, some sea bass, some trout, some mussels, some oysters. What? None of that? You're like, you know what? I'm too good for that. If we were back in the day, hunters and gatherers, you, my lady, would not be part of the tribe. You'd be out on the doonies like a crazy person. Right? So I got into it I didn't get into it with her, but like, I was like, let me explore that brilliant mind of yours. She goes, I don't even believe in God. I was like, oh boy, here we go. We got one of them. They think they know it all. I worship Satan. I was like, oh shit, never mind. Never mind. She really said that. She's like, I worship Satan. I was like, okay. I'm gonna, happy Thanksgiving to you too. You shouldn't celebrate anything. But there's just people out there that are just out there. And it's been a while since I had someone like really reel me in with something they say. I encounter people. This one guy, he is out of his fucking mind. There's everything. This buddy of mine, everything he touches, well, not touches, everything he encounters it with like it's a conspiracy, right? He's got this like outlandish take on things, which I get it. I completely understand where he's coming from. But everything, the government's bad. This is bad. That's bad. Like, fuck, man. Like, and I torture him all the time. I'm like, dude, why? Because he's a prepper. He's prepping for the end of the world. I was like, you're going to die. Your kids are going to die. Your grandchildren are going to die. And you're never going to have to, like, use any of that shit. I haven't gone to the grocery store in about 4 months. Well, you're missing out because they got fucking apples on special, bitch. You're missing out because they got grapes on special right now, bitch. You're missing out because they got turkey on special because they didn't sell out, bitch. You're missing out on a lot of things because you're prepping green beans in a fucking canner. It's better to be ready and not needed than needed and not have it. I'm like, you make a good point. The pandemic showed us that we need to like stock up on food and blah, blah, blah. But aren't we all doing just fine now? For a brief 30 days, it was like, oh my God, there's no toilet paper, there's no rice, there's no pasta, there's no this, there's no that, there's no that, there's no this, blah, 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 blah. Aren't we all just okay now? I never was like, oh my God, I gotta go buy 60 pounds of beans because I'm a beaner and I love beans. But I was like, I gotta go buy 60 pounds of beans. Never. This is the land of the free, the home of the brave, baby. If you don't got it, you take it. And I tell him, I'm like, I know where you live. He's like, just come on over, see what happens. I'm like, nothing's gonna happen, dude. What are you gonna do? Shoot me for a fucking can of beans? He's like, you don't want to find out. I'm like, you ain't gonna do nothing, dude. But like that scarcity, like once your mind goes into, uh, the shit's gonna hit the fan any moment, any time. It's hard to reel yourself back in, because now you committed to like prepping, you committed to saving, you committed to this, you committed to that. You can't really make that leap and be like, you know what, fuck it, I want to spend my whole paycheck at the strip club. Can't do that. Can't live life knowing that tomorrow shit might hit the fan. So I think like, although those people are being extra careful, they're also missing out on like the most important things in life about, which is like, live your fucking life, man. If it happens, we'll deal with it when it gets here. That's my approach. It might be wrong, and I understand that, but like, if I don't have 25 pounds of beans today and shit hits the fan tomorrow, am I gonna be hungry? Are my kids gonna go hungry? Probably, but guess what? We're all gonna be hungry. Somehow, some way, we're gonna figure it out like everything else. It will be okay. Being hungry, it's one of the least worries of mine. Being healthy, that's another thing. You can go without food for a long time. Not a long time if you're me, if you know what I mean, because I love me food. I cook me some food all the time. And let me tell you, I cook them gators in. But I guess that like having a resource of protein in your house, it's a good thing. Having 600 fucking pounds of asparagus in cans is not a good thing. Because asparagus is supposed to be eaten fresh, not fucking canned. And if you're eating canned goods that you make yourself right now before shit hits the fan, then what's the point of actually prepping? Well, I haven't gone to the store in 4 months. What, like I told you before, you're missing out on the specials, baby. Sorry. You're missing out on so many good specials. And whether you like it or not, this is my point of view. But also, I think if I dissect it down, if I break it down to what is what, that mentality only exists here in America. No one's hoarding food anywhere else in the world because there's no food to hoard. They might have a nice sized pantry packed for a couple of weeks, but they're not sourcing, they're not, hoarding anything. They're not hoarding grains, they're not hoarding anything, because what if you want to go out and eat? You're like, I can't because shit's going to hit the fan tomorrow. I want to be ready. What if you want to go to the park and have, what if you're going to go to like a food truck festival? Which you shouldn't, but if you do, go for it. We can because, we got to stay within the budget so we can save your payments for 2035. You're going to be dead by that. You're going to be dead by then. How, man? Right? But that mentality of like hoarding anything, it comes from here in America. It doesn't exist in Mexico that I know of. No one's hoarding away ammunition. They're killing people with that shit. Be like, hey, you want to hold on to this 6 cases of ammunition? Nah, let's go kill some motherfuckers. Okay, that sounds more fun. Right? So that mentality, I don't understand it, but I do. I don't completely comprehend the need to hoard anything. I'm not a hoarder by nature. I hate hoarders. I don't hate hoarders. I just dislike clutter. But it's all put away neatly, we dated. Yes, but it's still clutter. To me. I don't care how neat it is. It doesn't need to be as neat as a supermarket or anything. It's still clutter. But Carlos, you're wrong. Yes, I am wrong. This is my point of view. And it might not be what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear, boy. Right? Preppers and Thanksgiving deniers. That's the episode for today. But also, I do want to talk about this this campaign that Balenciaga put out, right? This kids campaign, which is incredible that this campaign went through so many adults, went through so many people. They're like, oh, that looks good. That looks good. You know, we're going to sell out of this. And there's this kids with teddy bears with what it looks like black eyes, right? And these kids are looking sad. They're not smiling. They're not happy. A kid, when a kid has a teddy bear, he's smiling. He's happy. Not this kids. They look sad and captive. That's what the word I was looking for. They look captive. So this campaign went out, and they're just pointing the finger to each other. Oh, it was actually the photographers. It was actually the production company we hired. And then the production company is like, no, it was them. They approved everything. We gave them copies of everything before we put the ads out. And it was them that they approved it. And they were in the set every step of the way. But still doesn't answer the question that this was okayed by somebody. Whether it was the production company, the Balenciaga, somebody said, hey, this looks good. That person should be fired. That person should be investigated. That person should be brought up to questioning by federal authorities or someone, police, FBI, DEA, somebody, right? Because not only this is child is predatory to children, right? Because this bear is wearing like bondage shit. He's wearing like straps and black eyes, and the kid looks sad. And there's also some court papers that indicate some type that a law was struck down or struck back somewhere in the 2000s where it makes kid pornography illegal to have, to distribute, to do anything with kiddie porn is in the photo shoot. It's in the photo shoot. You could kind of, and here's the other thing: the internet is relentless with this shit. The internet is the great equalizer. If a person sees something wrong and speaks out, that person's like, "Oh, you're right," and it's just like it just keeps growing. But these people at Balenciaga, they need to like answer some questions. Because we were so worried about what Kanye was saying about the Jews and how they control this and control that. Meanwhile, if I'm not mistaken, Jeffrey Epstein never got his bank accounts canceled. It was never an outrage for this guy that was actually doing really bad shit to kids. And where's that list of all these powerhouses that were flying in and out of that island? But meanwhile, Balenciaga is getting away with this ad, this promo that incites child predatory behavior. Where's the outrage out in this? Why is it not? Why don't we have answers? Why and how? An apology is gonna little slap on the hand and be like, hey, on your merry way, sorry, I won't do it again. But now it makes sense, right? They're Balenciaga shoes, they're oversized, colorful, just like a kid's shoe. So maybe this is my conspiracy theory. Not mine, but the internet's, right? Like, it's not even like oh my God, it's actually really good looking clothes. It's just the brand. It's not even like I could, this shirt could be Balenciaga and I could just put it right here and it'll sell for $600 a shirt just because it says the name. Who cares? I don't care about brands. I wear nothing but blank everything. Blank tees, blank hoodies, blank everything. I do like myself some really nice, whiskeys. But the outrage out of this is, it's kind of insane that like they're just gonna go about their merry way and sell those fucking teddy bears to people, because they're not gonna pull the plug on something they already put the ad for. And if they do, they're gonna take a big L. But are they gonna take a big L? They're gonna probably sell them at Ross. Ross is gonna have them. And I'm gonna get one, right? For $14.99, you can come and get it at Ross or Marshalls or TJ Maxx or if they don't make it to Ross, they'll probably make it to the Family Dollar or the Dollar Tree, or the Dollar General, anything dollar. They're gonna make it. They're not gonna. You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna end up somewhere in El Salvador as Toy for Tots for Salvadorian kids, or for Mexican kids, or for African kids, or for anybody. They're just gonna, somewhere where like the attention is not there, they're gonna sell them in a market where like no one's, oh, you're making such a big deal. It is a big fucking deal. It is a big deal that all these grown adults were like, that's okay. I get it. If that teddy bear was in the hands of an adult, that's a different story. But we're talking about a kid, right? They being targeted by clothing lines to be, oh, mommy, I want that teddy bear. And that might flip something in that kid's head, and who knows? Balenciaga should be banned from every rap song, from every video, from everything. Just like they did with Kanye. Cancel Balenciaga. Cancel it now and let them feel the wrath of the population that doesn't buy their clothes. Because not everyone buys that shit. Only the people that save and they buy $600 shoes and they don't eat for 3 weeks to pretend they got it, or the people that got it and they don't care, right? Let's burn those fucking shoes out. Let's put them out. Let's see the rage of the people. No one cares, dude, because it doesn't affect you at the moment, but it does. Because we're all a community. We're all humans. Doesn't matter the color, doesn't matter the race, doesn't matter anything. We're all humans. We all have to protect our kids. That's our job, right? So with that, listen, I'm sorry that you feel some type of way today, but shit's gonna get better, 100%, dude. And if you look up in the sky and feel lost, everybody's lost. Not just you. It's just a bad day. Keep fucking trucking in front of, one foot in front of the other. You'll figure it out. And if you don't, guess what? It doesn't matter. There's people that have been living 80 years and never figure shit out. They're just like, whatever. Live your life to the fullest. Enjoy yourself to the fullest. And just party. Who cares? Fucking do coke. Do whatever you want. Be active. Be fit. It's up to you. You're an adult. Make decisions for yourself. No one's going to come and save you. You want to be fat? Be fat. You want to be skinny and fit? Do that. I want to be fat and drink. And, whoo, boy, that little motherfucker hit right there. Yeah, with that, listen. Se acabó. Esto se acabó porque nosotros nos vamos para Cuba, porque nos van a regresar para Cuba a todos nosotros. Y let me know if you like this episode, what you think about this episode. Give it a share, a like, a comment, Subscribe to my YouTube channel under the Back Porch Mexican. TikTok under the Back Porch Mexican Podcast. Twitter under the Back Porch Mexican. And Instagram under the Back Porch Mexican. Stay black, my friends.